Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, I want to report to the House on a very important matter that's been raised in the media over the weekend, and something that I think is an issue that at a national level we need to engage far more seriously with. Over the weekend there have been a number of reports of comments by the New South Wales Skills Minister, Mr John Barilaro, about the impact of decreasing numbers of apprentices, and he was obviously talking about the New South Wales situation, but it is something that I'm conscious of as at a national level been an issue that's been raised, particularly with the most recent figures coming out for apprenticeship numbers indicating that there's been a drop of about 20% in commencements and about 20% in completions. Now, for many of us across this House, we are very conscious of the impacts of high youth unemployment, and one of the most significant and effective pathways for young people into a job is through the apprenticeship system. And so it is important that we sustain and indeed improve the apprenticeship system and the capacity for young people to take up an apprenticeship as a way to getting into the full-time workforce. Mr Barilaro, and I'll quote from the Australian Financial Review article, it said, Mr Barilaro said that higher wages for apprentices and trainees and more student support in vocational education was necessary because of the demographic profile of students had changed, and he was outlining the fact that many young people undertaking apprenticeships and traineeships now do so post-secondary school, so they're quite often 18 or 19, not like the old model where they might have been 15 or 16. And so the impacts of wages and support has a serious effect on their capacities. He's absolutely right about that concern, and indeed I visited with the member for Laylaw some apprentices in Werribee, and only a couple of Fridays ago I attended the hairdressing national conference for RTOs and TAFE and industry about apprenticeships, and in every place where I go and speak to people like this, they're raising this concern. The Abbott government's record is contributing to the problem. There was $1 billion of cuts to apprenticeships in the 2014-15 budget, and directly to the issue that Mr Barilaro raises about apprenticeship financial support, they've abandoned the Tools for Your Trade payments, which helped them with the costs of their training, and indeed only offered them a debt in return, the trade support loans, of which the Minister in detailed discussion of the budget last week confirmed that only around 24,000 apprentices had taken up those loans out of several 100,000 who are actually in apprenticeship training. They need to get better at supporting apprentices in this nation.
Thank you.